Sweet. There we are. Hey, Tenno Drifter, how you doing? Sorry, I'm still just confirming everything's cool with the stream. Boop. Here we are. Get turn my volume up. I have to do my weekly stuff really quick. Reset's about to happen. Hey, what's going on? I am something of a parasite. It is true. Did I do either of my... Hang on. Before I get into doing any grinding or anything, I need to check something. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. I wanted to make a video today, but I didn't get around to it. I might still be able to do something after stream, but... Sweet. 5 solid seconds, baby. Hey, what's up? I need to really quickly do... Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't do any of my Archimedia. Let's have a look here. Do you have Archimedia, Nico? Hey, what's up? I don't know, the time slipped, man. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot today. Let's see, so I got Valk here. What did I get cursed with? Boltor, Akmagnus, Zenistar. This is bad. This is bad. Turn my gifting back on? Did I turn my... Do you mean in-game or on screen? You mean in-game, right? Did I turn that off? It's Jover. You've never done that? It's pretty hellish. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done before. Let's see, weekly reset happens, I think, in 30 minutes, so... I think I've probably just missed this week's stuff. How's everyone doing? Oops. Can I go to Kaya?
Got a set of crisis events lined up for you.
Did I do this one? Oh, I did. Okay, hang on, I did deep. #1 super fan, baby. Quick, everyone spam. Take over the net. Let me check something. It is true. I have been installed in this warframe. Cephalons can use warframes, confirmed. Yeah, my operator's asleep.
I wouldn't want Lloyd to struggle, so Lloyd has tasked us with finalizing several
Can I...
experiments. And there will be no coming back until the
I always do the full tier, but I think I'm gonna be cheap and just use a melee weapon that I like. I don't know if I even have a good build for it, but... Colonized by yes. True. It is so Jover. I'm gonna try and just really quickly knock this out before the weekly reset happens, and we can run some stuff. Oh yeah, I got that new core that I had been trying to get last stream. It is disgustingly effective. So I'll bring, I don't know, Hiku. Bleh. Yeah, I don't have a good Zenistar build. I'm not even gonna look at the modifiers. 98% chance I just die immediately. Do you guys do your Archimedias every week? Space moms near your orbiter, hell yeah. I am to be blamed for many things. Oh, what a energy. Whoa. This sucks. I need Warcry. I haven't played Vulcan so long. There we go. The Graham's still pretty good. Has the Graham been taken over by other greatswords lately, or is it still, like, considered fairly good? Graham was always my favorite, but it's been a while since I've used it. Ah. Hey there, Umbrella. How you doing? Every first day of the week. I normally do it first day, but I guess I forgot. I don't know. I've been so sidetracked from actually doing weekly stuff with, like, trying to make content. Not like I make a ton of it, but still, you know. Also, yeah, okay, did everybody see the, Hell yeah, it's packed. Did everyone see the new announcement stuff for, Jade Shadows? For the follow-up? Buddy of mine thinks we're getting Orion and Sirius as Warframes. Actually, wait, no, hold on, okay, I think that is confirmed. I think the dev team said they're gonna show off gameplay for them soon. I don't know if it's going to be one Warframe, like Equinox style, or if it's going to be two separate ones. Tenno moment. Yeah, we're getting more viewers over time. It's good. All here to watch me fail my weekly stuff a half hour before I'm locked out of doing it. Oh, I didn't finish the circuit either. Yeah, it's over. Really feels out of place, but if we got Orion and Sirius, would be nice having a Proto-Stalker. True. Devil Trigger Frame would be so cool. I do agree with that. We already, I guess Ash is... Wow, I need to turn the game volume down. That's very loud. Ash is kind of a Proto-Stalker. Actually, you know, Ash is called... I forget what his in-game file is called, but it refers to him as Stalker, or like Tenno Stalker. He's kind of like that. Honestly, if we do get Orion and Sirius and they're very cool, that's gonna be really disappointing for or well, not disappointing, but unfortunate for Folly. Alright, I like this game, right? I don't want to be too negative. Was I the only one that just really did not care much for Folly? I kind of just, it wasn't my vibe, personally. They said they will show their Warframes. Yeah, I'm hoping, did they say when? Because I didn't catch the dev stream, actually. So I'm really hoping it's soon. I would love a new Warframe to learn. Or two. I don't know if it's... I'm assuming it's two separate ones, but, doesn't have Soren's abilities. True, true. I didn't care much either. Yeah. Also, like, a lot of people were not happy with the mission type to grind Folly, so I know that kind of put a bad... the whole Folly release, I know some people like her, and she is strong, but, like, people were upset on Twitter that she was, like, bigger, which, that's just Twitter, but... Yeah, there was, like, a lot of discussion. People didn't like how she looked. People don't like her kit. I feel like Warframe dropped the ball a little bit on her. We have any Folly fans in here? Am I just being a dick? I don't know. I wasn't, I like Folly, it's just the game mode is so true. Actually, she is fun to play. I still haven't, like, mastered, not XP, but, like, mastered skill-wise playing her, because she does have a lot of options. There's kind of, like, infinite options, and I think that's cool. She's not really my style of Warframe, though. But also, I like the more boring Warframes, so that's, like, a me problem, I would say. Honestly, I love how Folly looks. I don't like her, default helmet, but otherwise I really like how she looks. Also, the goopy stuff on her sometimes can obscure her body in, like, a weird way. But I don't know, she is unique, at least. I don't think she looks bad. A lot of people were saying they hated how she looks, and there were, like, arguments everywhere, all over different forums online. But honestly, that's probably there for a lot of Warframes. It's just I don't normally pay that close of attention, or at least I haven't in the past. But now that I'm kind of in the community a little bit more, I've been trying to keep my finger on the pulse more. She's cool. I don't actually have anything against Folly, she just, like, wasn't for me, personally. I am looking forward to Orion and Sirius. Just from the trailer, they look like my style. I don't know what they're gonna play like, so I'll have to see. Hey, Project. Do a little intro. Not that I don't like them, it just feels kind of copy-paste. Oh, wait, what's this? Her bigger isn't the problem. The problem for me was that the new philosophy for all the frames, Nako, skill. Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I could see that, Tenno Drifter. I could see that. Don't worry, the Gooners are gonna come back. You saw the announcement for the Mesa heirloom skin, so we'll be in full force gooning mode very soon. Yeah, my problem with Folly wasn't that she's fat, like that wasn't the issue. I didn't really like just her design was kind of cluttered. It is cool. It's unique. She's just not my favorite is all. I do like her. I would also like more community skins for, like, I don't know, some of the newer frames, like Jade, or, well, I say newer, she's, what, like 2 years old. Jade doesn't have any skins yet. Does Dante have any skins? Dante could use a oh, he's getting one, actually, never mind. That's right. Yeah, did you guys see some of the new skins that got announced? Have I seen how do I say that? Dothanda promo rework idea? I have not. And oh yeah, we're getting, yeah, Garuda and Ash proto frames. I do really like how they look. This is like an open question. I'm not implying anything. Is anyone, like, tired of proto frames yet? Because I'm not, personally. I know some people are, because they can kind of just do that infinitely for content, just make a proto frame of an old frame. Some people don't like that, but I'm not tired of them at all yet. I think they're cool. Umbra can use the arc gun gear? I get it, she looks very outside of Warframe. On Folly, you mean? Yeah. Color customization of the skin of Warframes. True. There's a part of me that's a little surprised we didn't get that with how open, like, customization is in this game. But, I suppose they didn't want you to just, like, you know, play Blackface Excalibur. So, makes sense, you know, makes sense. I'm also, I'm a big sucker for, like, the 1999 aesthetic. Speaking of, yeah, I want them to milk proto-frames too, honestly. It's, like, a little bit lazy, but I'm not tired of them yet. I think they're cool. I have seen the argument before that some people don't like any of the 1999 stuff because it's not very Warframe, and to be honest, it's not. It kind of doesn't fit in Warframe, but I've always adored Warframe for just doing what it wants, and I think all of the 1999 stuff is very cool, so I'm a big fan of it, you know? I also don't think they've, like, ruined the aesthetic of the game with the 1999 stuff. It still is very... It's Warframe, but not, you know? It's a different flavor. And I like that flavor. It's spicy. It's nice. Personally. I still think I'm getting tired of treating proto-frames as only skins. Oh, true. Use more Umbra by nature and have fun with Arthur and missions on the present. True. True. Jade Immortal skin is in the game, though? Don't milk them, they have rights to. Wait, is that true? Jade Immortal skin is in the game? I'm sorry, was I just, like, not aware of that? I didn't, hang on. Is that true? Neko, I'm linking it to... What? When did this get added? Oh, that looks good. It looks shiny, I don't know. When did that happen? I like Jade a lot. I was not aware of that. Thank you, I didn't know that. Fucking huge shout out on that one. What? Who else is, like, missing skins still? Other than, obviously some of the brand new frames, like Uriel's probably not gonna get one for a while. I do... Neko brought this one up a couple streams ago. Yeah, the Mag Gauss helmet and the Gauss Mag helmet. Big fan. Hi, EPM Neskah. Got him. Oh, he can use? Interesting. It's not even on the wikis? What? Is this like a thing that we can't get? Are you talking about the Jade Immortal skin? It's not on the wiki yet? Is that, like, brand new and we just can't get it yet? Because, yeah, I was not aware of that. I wouldn't say it's lazy. If anything, it's more of a hassle considering... True, yeah, they have to hire a voice actor, pay them, see if they like the design, etc. Very, very true. The only thing I meant by, like, lazy is, coming up with the idea of, like, if they run out of ideas for a week or something, right? They could be like, well, we could make a new Immortals, or a new proto-frame skin for, like, whatever Warframe isn't really getting enough treatment right now or something. I like how much effort they put in. It's really, really cool. Oh, also looking forward to the Nidus buff. I remember, it was like 2 streams ago, we were talking about Nidus, and I forget who told me, it might have been one of you guys in chat that brought up, that Nidus has different, level up bonuses compared to every other Warframe, and I didn't know that. It was very weird. Was not aware of that. Anyway, yeah, I haven't played Nidus in, like, eons, so having him be viable again is, I'm really looking forward to it. 'Cause he's so cool. Actually, I shouldn't say viable. That might be kind of discounting him. I'm sure you can play Nidus. Does anyone here play Nidus? I'm sure you can play him. I don't think he's super strong right now. So I'm very much looking forward to him getting more love. Farming Plains of Eidolon. Hell yeah. Many in the Warframe community complain about proto-frames because of the whole romance stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I went to look, see if I missed it, but she only has the helmet and the default on the wikis. Huh. Interesting. Is it in the market? I'll check after I get done with this. Also, speaking of skins, I am using the Valkyrie heirloom skin, and I wanted to try something different. You know how, like, the heirloom skins are always all glowy, or typically they are? I gave her full black for the energy on her body. Try and make it look a little bit less glowy. Show you after the mission. Some people, I saw some discussion, actually that's a point of discussion too. A lot of people have issues with the heirloom skins. They think they're like too goonery, which I can see. I don't fully agree. I don't mind a little butt being visible or whatnot, but yeah, some people are not into that either. The skins, I mean. Message retracted, oh no. Kome and Ureli deserve a skin. Ureli really deserves one. She's pretty damn old now, right? Ureli's like 2019, right? Does she not have any yet? Ureli really deserves one. Kome, also, yeah, I didn't mean to gloss over that. Kome deserves one too, but I think she's still a little bit too new, right? How old is Kome? Not entirely sure. She's like within the last year or year and a half, right? Need a Caliban skin. I really like the Caliban Deluxe skin, the one that looks like a conquistador, like Spanish armor. Really cool. He doesn't look very sentient with it on, but you know, still. I think the aesthetic's very cool. I'm a sucker for just like armor looking stuff. You're making me feel old. Dude, me too. I'm right there with you, because in my head, Ureli's still like a newer Warframe, and she's just not anymore. Obviously. I take breaks from Warframe so long, and then, like, I mean, I've played Warframe for like 10 or 11 years or something now, so everything's new, I don't know. Oh, wow. This thing's chunky. Gara needs some love. Gara does need some love. Also, I do really enjoy Caliban. You still maining Caliban, yes? Is still your favorite? I think I've reverted to my, you know, my larval stage. I think I'm back as an Excalibur main. The same thing I've done forever. Just because of melee influence. Oh, I tried a new build with Excal using heat. I was gonna try and... I'll talk about that after I get out of this mission, actually. I was gonna try and exploit something, but it didn't work, and it made me very sad. This totally defeats the point, and you guys might disagree with me, but I would really like if we got the option to use proto-frame skins, but put the default Warframe helmets on them. I know that defeats the point, but I would like that option at least. Not because I don't like how any of the proto-frames look, but I like my armored, you know, Warframe looking Warframe. I just want default Excalibur with cool tactical patches, that's all. Pouches, not patches, sorry. Araxia has, like, literally nothing. Ah, that is true. I don't know about lately, but Gara's gotten a decent pick of stuff. I don't remember what all she has. Being Umbra's 65.59 last year might be a weird thing. True. Umbra's still my most played Warframe, I think. Unless it's default Excalibur. I don't think I've played Umbra that much more than my other frames, but I think if you added up default Excalibur and Umbra, I would also be like probably 50% Excalibur. What happened to Mesa? Oh, Corvex does kind of need one, yeah. Or just talking Warframes similar to how Soren talks. True. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I mean, hey, actually, I mean, I don't want to, like, assume anything, but we could get that with Sirius and Orion, since they are whatever infested human hybrid life forms that they are, which I guess is every Warframe, but, you know, they're, like, sentient. They're the offspring of Jade and, the Stalker, which makes them very unique. I also don't know why we're getting Sirius and Orion. Like, I know you had the choice in the quest, but like, I don't know if they're... I made a joke about it in the comments of one of my videos, but I don't know if they're like retconning Jade had twins, or if it's like a timeline thing, you know? One's like from the real timeline, and then one's like it's an eternalism thing, isn't it? I think they implied that actually. Warframe really is a very different game than it was in like 2016. Really interesting. We code lol. They're frame children. Two timelines colliding. Yeah, I think it is like an eternalism thing. I'm just thinking they might talk. I don't know. I kind of almost expect them to. I didn't think about that before, but I kind of expect them to be honest with you. Jade, I think, lost her voice. I think. Why didn't Jade talk, actually? Was that ever mentioned? Because she still had thoughts and was, like, sapient. She actually remembered more than the Stalker. Yeah, it's eternalism. Sentient cal... Yeah, yeah, sentient has a different implication in Warframe, doesn't it? Maybe I should say sapient. I'll say sapient. You know? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know the actual definitive difference between sentience and sapience. From what I understand, sapience is a higher form of sentience? Is that right? Like, humans are sapient, a dog is not sapient? Is that right? I don't know. Talk about philosophy while we're shredding guys on Warframe. I'm playing Legicide Hunt. I got so scared when I heard that. True. Knowing Rebecca, there will be a chair reference in the new quest. What's a chair reference? Hang on. Maybe I'm not up to date enough. What? Oh. What the hell?
Well done, lads. Well done. I dare say the murmur is
What?
what with the hiding our friend has dispensed it.
Okay, well, alright. Well, I guess I'm not... okay. Interesting. Jade lost her voice because of the whole being weakened. Oh, true. No, not even host migration. We just got nuked. It's over. Nothing but lore for the light side. Proto frames, heirloom skin, treating the dark side. True. First, like, full-on sentient frames aside from Umbra, who we know cannot talk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know on that one. Also, here, I wanna... Okay, so I have, we have failed. We is in me. It's over. Oh, here's the, I tried the black energy color. I don't know, I kind of like this. It makes this less noticeable and everything. Oh, I forgot the Hiko had, the protocol skin for shurikens. I never used shuriken. I was wondering why I had sweet-ass tactical pouches on my hips. I want to check for that jade skin. It's not in the market, right? I haven't... Huh. Was that just added and it's like, it hasn't come up yet? I guess so. I guess so. It's probably gonna come with, like, Barrow or something? I don't know. It's a Virgil reference? Oh, I see, I see. I forgot I had my Drifter date on here. Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna get flashbanged by a Drifter date, aren't I? You guys are all gonna see who I date and it's over. I'm gonna get bullied. Made more multi-timeline Umbra using 1999 items. Hell yeah. This is my incredible Umbra fashion. Do you like him? It's pretty unique, right? I had no idea it was a thing personally, first time seeing it. Oh, I see, I see. Speaking of, like, rare or, like, random skins, have you guys ever seen... What's the... I want to show you the rarest item that I'm aware of. What's it called? It's a helmet for Umbra. We have a Google real quick. It's in the game, Therion, right? Have you guys seen this before? Oh, is it Excalibur? Umbra Therion? There it is. Excalibur Umbra Therion helmet. You guys seen this? This is probably the rarest item in the game. And I'll tell you why in a sec. Peak Umbra fashion. True. Oh, it was added before Shadowgrapher. Huh. Chinese Umbra Prime Sunder skin? What's the Umbra Prime? Actually, I don't know the... Oh, they do still have it. Oh, the Sunder skin. I haven't seen that. There's a skin? There's a Therion Sunder helmet? Is it in the game, though? I think this might be the only thing we have. So this was... So, you guys probably know, I think Tenno Drifter knows, but Umbra was initially Excalibur Prime for China. He was a founder, exclusive thing. And we didn't have Umbra for a very, very long time that China had him. And then eventually they released him to the global build. And I think it was right before the Chinese servers shut down, because I think they're gone now. But strangely, and I don't know how this works legally, because I know China has, like, weird international law stuff. I don't know a lot about China, to be honest with you. But they gave the Chinese players this helmet for their, you know, they gave their Excalibur Prime out to all of us. So as a little here, sorry, they made this helmet for them. And I guess other ones, like like Tenor Drifter said, like, I was not aware of the Therian Sunder helmet or the Sunder skin. I want to see that, because that sounds really cool. But they let the Chinese players migrate their accounts to the global build. So technically it's possible to see a player with this on if you're playing with a Chinese founder, and guaranteed there's barely any of them left. Also, matching with one would be very rare. So that's why I consider this like uber rare. I've never seen one, obviously. But there was a Therian Sunder helmet. There was. That is so interesting. I'm wondering if Dante and Mesa's roles were swapped, who would have gotten the fuck. True, actually. Not the Sunder. Oh, you made me excited, to be honest. I thought you were saying there was a whole Sunder skin that the Chinese players got, like ripped open Excalibur. You can see like his rib cage and stuff. That'd be so cool. Excalibur, Umber Prime, and Warframe and all. True. I don't know how that works for the Chinese players that migrated, if it's called Excalibur Umbra Prime. I didn't even think about that, or if it's just Excalibur Umbra. I don't know how that works. Also, I do have a setup with Umbra somewhere. I used to like actually. Where has he gone? There he is. I used to actually use, you know, like fashion. I've been enjoying being default John Warframe lately. Free 24-hour affinity booster. Yeet. I haven't gotten my login reward yet. It'll happen here in a minute. I think I have to go into a mission. So, reset for 1999. Get some Archon shards. Very nice, very nice. Alright. I'm gonna grab my... Don't forget to do this if you're on. Go to Earth. Go to Iron Wake. Grab your weekly stuff there. Excalibur, Umbra, Therian, Sunder used to exist. I remember it. It looks so weird. You sure? Hang on. Are you saying, like, is Google not saying it exists? It might... Warframe, Excalibur, Umbra, Therian, Sunder helmets. Excalibur, Umbra, I don't see any evidence. If you Googled it in Chinese, it might actually come up. I don't see any evidence of it. It does sound cool, though. You know, I've never heard of that. If that's real, that's like uber rare. 800-day login reward? Hell yeah. Sunder fashion so bad, but all of it is black and white. Oh, true. Caliber Umber Prime is by default. True. Yeah, I don't see it online. I'm wondering, like, genuinely, if you even Google translated, or I don't know if that would work for the made-up words in Warframe, but yeah, if you looked it up in China, or in Chinese, maybe it would come up. That sounds like a thing they would make, but yeah, I've never heard of that. It is interesting. Rivens. I don't know why I even buy the credits. I don't need them. I guess I'll grab that. Why not? Yeet. Let's see how many days I've logged in. You guys want to embarrass me live on stream? Let's see. Oh, 50%. 13:14. It's over. You know, when I was new to Warframe, I was under the impression that it was a, like, login streak thing, so I logged in every day for, like, a month before I figured out you could, like, just come back when you wanted. So I was so used to games being, like, kind of predatory in that way. Oh, my form is not done. Sad. Oh, you heading out, Drifter? Roundabout by the band, yes. True. Oh, you heading out too? Oh, Yes is heading out. Sorry, I thought you were leaving Drifter. I read chat like bottom to top a lot of the time. See you, Yes. What do we got this week for Circuit? Is there anything I'm missing that I still need? That's not what I meant. Okay. Yeah, I have to do this week. So I wanted to... Found the Sunderskin. What'd you look up? Actually, I want to see it. You found the Therian Sunderskin? Yeah, my bad. I got that mixed up. I thought you were leaving. You don't just mean the regular Sunder helmet, right? You find the Therian one? Oh, I was gonna say too, I need to do this week's circuit because, okay, I have my, my default John Excalibur weapons, but I wanted to make them even funnier and do like a Mark 1 Bratton, a default Lotto, and a regular Skana. Because I kind of wasn't thinking, and I just went with what I had. Also, I'd like to compare them stat-wise. Default Excalibur Sunderskin win? Oh, I need to check my, whatever these are called again. Dante, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. We got Baruch. That's quite funny. Quite funny. Inaros. That's a little bit funny. That's a little bit funny. How funny is this, guys? It's pretty funny, right? I need to try Inaros more, because Inaros, after he's been updated, is able to room nuke people, but I don't know how to do it yet with him. There's something weird. Like he uses melee weapon mods, or I don't know. I almost forgot about Descendia. I don't think it's findable if it exists. Yeah. I don't know. Do you remember where you saw it? Was it like in a video or something? Also, I guess I need to spend my standing. Relics. Kind of wish you could buy Kuva with standing here. Hilarious. True. I guess I should do Descendia as well. What makes a Descendia good or bad? I never, like, check. I might as well do it just to get it over with. It was on Reddit. Huh. Was it like a... It wouldn't be like a really advanced Photoshop troll, right? I guess it could. I don't know with Reddit. I guess it could. Hang on. If you keyword it to Reddit, can you find it? Excalibur, Umbra, Therian, Sunder Helmet, Reddit. Anything? People are saying you can link the Therian helmet. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, that's I'll keep that in mind if I ever see it. It is a troll one, the one you found out? Or the one you wound up finding? Interesting. Should I... Tell you what. I'm gonna take that Baruch infusion, and I'm gonna get one for... Because I'm close, right? Oh, Dante and Baruch, I guess I'll take. Bile and Calx. And then I'm gonna get an infusion for either Excalibur or Chroma? I think I'm gonna do Chroma. Might actually run out of resources at some point. Oh, calcs. Right. Does Chroma Prime exist? Yeah, yeah. Chroma Prime does. Chroma Prime looks really cool if you haven't seen him. Chroma Prime was one of the few, actually I think the only Prime release pack that I bought, like, when he came out. Because I normally don't buy those. I have his armor and stuff. It's the armor I normally use is the Chroma Prime armor. Oh. Duh. I'll show you Chroma Prime in a sec. I'm gonna invigorate him. See if I get anything funny. I also might... Oh, I don't have a loadout for Dante. Right. Might play Dante more. I do not play Dante very much, even though he's incredibly strong. New skin for Dante looks really cool, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it. I know most of you have, but... Alright. Let's see if I get anything funny here. Can I override a frame that I've already used? How does this... Will that remove it from Baruch? Is that how that works? I think I'll... If anything, I would lose that Dante one. Melee crit chance, parkour velocity. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, but... Eh. Strawberry Shot Zero Monster is pretty good. I haven't had that one. I haven't heard of that one, actually. I'll take that invigoration later. I don't know if I want 75% parkour velocity right now. I'm gonna do my Archon, just cause Extermination Defense Showdown, yippee! Oh, I can show you the new core. You guys can rate my new core. This thing is so good. I know you guys were saying it's incredible, and I believed you. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good sidearm. Why are monster names as long as Yu-Gi-Oh card text? Kinda true. Introducing the new Monster Zero Ultra Platinum Gold-Plated Blueberry Raspberry Pineapple Breeze Flavored Caffeine Double Shot Prime. Does the new core beam, it does multi-beam, or, what do they call that again? When it, bounces and it hits multiple, I don't know, ricochets? It's not really a ricochet with a beam. I saw a really interesting video, yesterday by, what is his name? I've seen a couple people say they go to him for build videos. He made a video about beam weapons, particularly like the Enkhaus, and the way that it interacts with multi-shot, and how it has like exponential damage growth to do with multi-shot when it comes to crit chance and status especially. God, what is his name? What are some Warframe creators? I don't know. Yeah, I need to get more familiar with people who make stuff in the community. but I want to try doing some higher multi-shot and see if I can get this thing to do even more. That actually might be part of why the new core is so... Kanganir? Perhaps? Shop at and caught my eye. Looks like a regular full sugar monster, but the top is red. Oh, the top is red? That's cool. Future fusion, true. Oh, I'm also kind of looking forward to the quality of life camera options because my chroma is kind of big. Watch that exact video, but that was... Oh, Kengineer. Yeah, that's right. That's his name. That's his name. Is it Kengineer or is he Kengineer? He's Kengineer, right? I assume. But yeah, I got that recommended to me and I watched it. I never considered that, that was like the way it works. So it was pretty interesting. A lot of the stuff that I have on the back burner for like making shorts about and stuff like that are mostly like animation or sound design related. Like weird bugs with different weapons and stuff like that. I think the niche of like builds and stuff like that is pretty well covered. I could try and throw my hat into the ring, but I would have to discover something I thought was actually worth like sharing, you know? That was a really good video topic. I still love, actually, is, who was asking if Chroma Prime... Ender, are you still here? Speaking of Chroma, if you haven't played him much, with this skin, your shoulder pads move out of the way when you aim. You can make him wiggle them. Make him flap. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think it even works with... No, it does not. Okay. I've always loved the wing flapping. Horns, I guess? I call them wings. They're horns. The horn flapping is quite funny. I guess those are his wings, you know? Like Engineer. Yeah, true. I'm really iffy on the others. Most are annoying. True. On other, the content creators, I mean. I think Bricky might still play Warframe. Quite shallow. No longer plays Engineer, Tactical Potato, Mr. Warframe guy. I do really like Bricky. I'm familiar with his 40k stuff, because I'm also pretty into 40k. I actually forgot he was into Warframe at one point, or might still be, like he said. I don't know. I was kind of considering making a video on, like, lore-related stuff, like a long-form one. Because I could just yap about Warframe lore for hours. I used to really, really like, back in the day, and I'm glad he eventually got a glyph in the game. I think he still makes content, actually, but Stallard? S-T-A-L-L-O-R-D and in a capital D, I believe. I really liked his, like, speculative lore-related stuff when Warframe kind of only hinted at lore, like a really long time ago. Honestly, I was, you know, obviously younger then. I kind of guarantee if you go back and watch those videos from, like, 2017, they're probably just, like, nothing burgers with him trying to come up with stuff, but, I thought they were really cool. Actually, I don't want to say that. That's pretty fucking negative sounding. I was just, like, you know, you ever watch, like, a game theory video and they're like, oh, the Ender Dragon, has 2 wings. What else has 2 wings? Fireflies. Fireflies lay eggs. The Ender Dragon lays eggs. Therefore, like, shit like that. I think his stuff was, Stallard, I think his stuff was pretty grounded in, like, things that made sense, though. I think. Been a long time, but I really liked his content at one point. I do think he still posts. I need to look into him. Stall dropped a vid a month ago. I did not know that, actually. What was it on? Oh, I think that got recommended to me. It was 1999 stuff, wasn't it? He's always been the only, like, lore channel I ever really watched. And again, it's been, you know, probably 7 years since I watched him, but I really liked his stuff. I think he went over, like, the Corpus language and the Grenier language a long time ago. Stuff like that. Hey, Top Hat. I'm just chilling. I'm doing Archon shards, or Archon hunt, sorry. And we were talking about Warframe content creators a little bit. What did Bricky do in relation to Warframe, actually? Did he do, like, lore videos as well? Because he seems like a lore guy. Or did he just do, like, gameplay? Game theory on their way to connect My Little Pony to the collapse of a totalitarian government from the 18th century. True? I love the memes that are just like clips of game theory saying entirely wild shit and then it cuts off. Like it's contextless, you know what I mean? One of my... the only one I can think of off the top of my head is when he's talking about... like natural selection and the way that ecosystems interact with, or the way that, you know, animals interact with the environment, and they change the ecosystem and how things support each other. And then he just randomly, he's like, the Ender Dragon, and then it cuts off. I don't know, had to be there. Had to be there. Just schizo rambling if you haven't seen it. I'll see if I can find any of those videos. I might pull them up on stream. Really funny. Installed an old piece fit. Oh, really? In the 1999 one before that. Oh, shit. The D-Siege, I do not know. Ricky did it all. Good chunk of lore. Collabed with Shallow, too. That's sweet. I actually didn't know Bricky was that into Warframe, but honestly, it does make sense. Because I'm also super into, like, Warhammer and other... I like lore a lot in any game. I actually used to play Destiny as well, like just about as much as Warframe, but they kind of killed it. I kind of don't like Destiny anymore. Destiny used to be one of my favorite games as well as Warframe. I liked both of them, and I was really into the lore of both and the gameplay of both. But Destiny has kind of gone off the deep end, in my opinion. But used to be really into Destiny lore as well. Pretty into 40k lore. I get really into lore for like any game or anything that I find vaguely interesting that has little sprinklings of lore. I like when it's kind of vague or it's hinted at, like that kind of thing. So, sometimes. It can be more overt and I like it, but still. Stoosh is pretty good. I haven't heard of Stoosh. The scale of reproduction relates to the size of animals. That's why a spider can have 30 babies, while dogs can have 4, humans 1 or 2. The Ender Dragon! Yeah, that's what it was. Peak. Dingoes in the longest fence in the world. How a single animal can affect the climate. That stuff is wild. Oh, I haven't seen that, actually. You know, that's one thing about me. I'm very into lore, big lore scholar. Don't know a whole lot about Earth lore, to be honest with you. I guess I do, but I don't know. Not enough to know about dingoes. Did you watch Bife? It is Bife, right? Did he call himself Biff or Bife? But the answer to that is yes. Yeah, I watched, like, all of his fucking videos. I used to keep them on in the background while I was grinding. Whether it was funny, a lot of the time I was actually playing Warframe while I was listening to Bife's videos on Destiny. I love stuff like that. Yes, booters do have quite a few. You can't talk about murder drones without talking about World War II. So true, Matthew Patrick. Did he actually retire? Because I know he wanted to, and he stepped away for a while, but doesn't he still do some content? Or is he just like occasional podcast appearance? What happened to Game Theory? Do they still... Because it's a whole team, so they can still make videos. What happened there? I'm not familiar. I never really watched Game Theory much, but I guess I watched it a little bit, you know? It was really big at one point. It was hard to avoid. Especially with the FNAF stuff. I think that really blew the channel up, if I recall, right? So that would get shoved down your throat everywhere on YouTube. Yeah, MatPat did videos for a really long time, right? Or, I think so. Could be wrong on that, but still.
Era always dreamed of power. It's how he is shaped, but he is no leader.
Speaking of Era, because Lotus just brought up Era, so the band that did the Warframe, the music for the Sirius and Orion trailers, is called Era? Have they always been called Era? Did they name Era as a nod to that? Or is that just like an unrelated... I thought that was interesting. I've never heard of Era, to be honest. I'm not that into metal. I like metal a lot, but I don't listen to metal a whole lot. My genre tastes are all over the place for music. They still make the exact same thing without him, but with different voices. It honestly lost a lot of the charm. Yeah, I know they probably expected that to happen because he was a big draw to the channel. But I hope they're still, like, successful. I don't know. I would imagine they still have quite a large audience. But, yeah, probably not as big as before. MatPat deserves to retire, though, from what I understand. So, if he wants to, that's completely reasonable. The dingo freeside the Wait, the dingo freeside the kangaroos have to be culled heavily. Oh. What? Life was the reason I love Destiny lore. Push Bungie leaders push for a new engine into Destiny 3. Yeah. I would honestly still be a sucker for Destiny if, well, not like, that was like really negative sounding, actually. There's nothing wrong with liking Destiny if you still do. So after the final shape, because I was still into like raids and stuff, I actually have played Destiny less than Warframe, but a lot. Like, it's one of my more played games. I used to play it even on campus when I was in college, between classes. I would, there was like a VR lab that had a bunch of gaming computers and VR headsets, and I would either play VR games or I would play Destiny 2 in between classes, like, every day. Like, to the point that my friends teased me over it. I was like, just constantly playing Destiny when they walked in, or like some shooter on with a VR headset on. But yeah, I was really into it for a while, but I think after, was it the final shape that had, wow, I can't even remember his name. The pyramid guy, you know, the manifestation of the dark, as it were. I cannot even remember his name, but anyway, after that, it lost me. And I don't like what they've done to the gameplay recently. Feels like there's huge channels that make like top 10 movie moments now with crazy awkward and forced backwards. Oh, I see. I totally said the word actors wrong, by the way. That was incredible. Did you know Founder got their A config build in fashion to the cutscene of the old piece when you wake up as a... Yeah, I saw that. I genuinely, one of my biggest, like, regrets, especially if I do... I mean, I've built something of an audience related to Warframe, right? I really wish I had Excalibur Prime. I main Excal, too. I feel like I should, thematically, but, you know, I wasn't there. I wasn't there for the founding of the game. I came around in like 2015, 2016, 2017. It was in one of those years, I don't know. So, I just do not have Founder stuff. I said this on another stream, but honestly, with the state of the game that this came out with, I don't know if I would have bought the Founder pack. That would have been an even bigger regret if I was around for it and I just didn't buy it. I know some people that did, though. Warlock Supremacy? Hell yeah. Hey, player. Era started in 2009. Interesting. I was a Hunter main. Either that or... I liked Hunter, and in a Titan I would play a bit as well. I mainly used Void. And in Stasis. And Prismatic was really cool when it came out, but I still preferred Void. It's funny because of like how loud and aggressively I normally play games, but I liked being an aggressive, like, invisibility hunter, just running away from stuff all the time. Really fun. I use the one legendary that gives you 2 dodges, or exotic, sorry. So I would like go invisible into a fight, kill a bunch of people, and then like duck out, and then keep ducking in and out. So let me be really aggressive. I forgot to insta-kill Boreal, so now we have to do mechanics, and I don't remember what the mechanics are. We'll just talk about Destiny while we got the Warframe stream up. I should revisit Destiny. I might do that on a stream one day, but I from when I played it last, I did not enjoy the changes they made to gear and the general gameplay progression. They kind of nuked everything that I enjoyed about the game out of it, I think. They lost me. Oh, yeah, Destiny pissed me off in, like, when was it? 2018, 2019? When they deleted, like, 2/3 of the entire game. Like, they legitimately did that. I don't know if you guys remember this, or if anyone cared at the time, or if you guys played Destiny. But, it would be like Warframe deleting Earth, Mars, Pluto, and Uranus, and then adding 1 new planet, and removing 300 of the guns in the game. They just, like, they nuked half of the fucking video game. It was insane. I still can't believe that happened, but it did. Witness was what I couldn't think of the word witness, sorry. I was very addicted to Destiny 2 up till Final Shape. I haven't touched the game since. Final Shape was good. I liked Final Shape. And then a little bit after it, I thought was fine, and then it just lost me. The main problem IMO is Destiny has an even worse new player experience than Warframe. Maybe. At one time I would have argued against you on that, but maybe. I haven't touched the Star Wars stuff and never will. Star Wars stuff? Also, sorry, I'm really behind on chat. I know you... I was looking at the fight, sorry. Star Wars stuff, what do you mean? Related to... Oh yeah, Destiny did like a Star Wars crossover, didn't they? Oh man, I just noticed that the texture of gold from Excalibur Umbra's Sunder helmet doesn't have the same texture from metal. Really? Is the texture different? What's always bothered me a little bit about the Sunder helmet, it makes sense, but it darkens the front of the faceplate, which makes sense because it's damaged, but I use white, so it just doesn't really work with my Excalibur. Oh yeah. Oh, that's awful. You're right. It's a little different. I didn't notice that. Hunter stays supreme. Hell yeah. Thoughts on the Nidus rework? Again, I know I'm really behind in chat. Nidus rework, super happy, and I really hope it is good. It looks like it will be good from what they've said. I am so excited to actually play Nidus again because I liked him quite a bit when he was new. and then he just kind of, you know, he's not the best anymore. Also, welcome back, yes. Imagine a Warframe friend named Spartan. It's just a heavy weapon frame. True. Sunsetting was the digging of the grave. Yes, I agree. Pissed me off not being able to finish the whole Destiny 2. Yeah. I also, so I played Destiny 2 like when it came out, like Red War era, and I played it all the way through the final shape until, whatever DLC added the prismatic stuff, I played that quite a bit, and then whatever most recently came out is, they probably have something even more recent, but the thing after the prismatic DLC just lost me. Maybe they can win me back. I don't hate Destiny's gameplay, like, fundamentals still. Actually, what bothered me a lot about Destiny, there were two things, and you can tell, like I was saying with Warframe, how I have mostly like animation related stuff written down. I don't know why, but visual and audio details bother me more than gameplay stuff a lot of the time. Every single character in Destiny, whether you are a female awoken titan or a male exo hunter, you all have the same fucking gloves. The gloves never change. The only thing that ever changes are maybe the gloves get covered up by a new layer. The gloves are always the same, and they look fine, but it's like 2/3 of your screen because it's a first-person shooter. So you always have the same gloves, and like 80-90% of every single weapon in the game uses the same, like, one reload for that animation type. They made animations when the game came out, and it just stopped. They have new animations for some of the exotic weapons, but like 90% of even the exotic weapons just use the default fucking reloads. Like, nothing felt new or unique or anything. It was... They also keep, after the sunsetting, just recycling old content. Like, here, check out this new thing, and it's an old thing that they brought back and put 3 new perks on. It's like, why? It's just so, like, lazy. They're just recycling everything. I felt like there was very little that was new or interesting happening in Destiny. Even though you could, I don't know, other things were new and interesting, but that kind of stuff did bother me. Preach. So right on Destiny, dude. Hey, welcome. Sorry. Yeah, welcome to the Warframe stream where I was just complaining about Destiny 2. Probably due to engine limitations. It could be, yeah. At the same time, someone said earlier, and I agree with them, if we just got a Destiny 3, I think that would have probably been good. I don't know. Through its life cycle, I'm glad I was there. I was also glad, like, I really enjoyed Destiny, but, yeah. You gave up when everything was a money grab. True, yeah, they are very aggressive about money grabbing a little bit. Fun fact, Nidus transforms whenever he gets close to the Helminth room. I actually forgot he did that. Someone mentioned that a while ago, and I forgot he did that. That is such a cool little detail. Oh, my Nidus is super ugly, because I don't know how to style infested frames. Actually, what do you guys think? You can bully me, do you think? Hold on. Is my Nidus, terrible? What do we think? I didn't really know what to do, because I always go with the white and gold by default, and that just like doesn't really, I mean, it works on Nidus, but not, I didn't really know what to do for the accessories, because he changes from white to black with the colors that I have. I don't know. I didn't exactly know what to do. Okay, what do we got here? Actually, let me also look at the Prime. Oh, hell yeah. I need to actually, I've been intending to change the gold that I use to be a more washed out one, because I've used the same, like, really, really bright gold since I started. That goes hard. So you just need to do something, like, unique for them. I just, by default, when I get a Warframe and I don't know what to do with it yet, one of my loadouts is always the, like, white and gold look. I just do that for every Warframe, and it didn't really work here. Pink, purple, white. Can I get help after stream? Perhaps? Team red or team green for the new update? I'm not that biased one way or the other, but I did choose team green. For the quest, I did choose Sirius. Deep gold or light bronze. True, that would be nice. I've used the same like color palette since I started playing, so it's a little, I don't know. I mean, it still looks good. I think it looks good, but it could look better, I believe. It's a bit yellowy on the golds, you know? What graphic settings do you use for gameplay? So typically I used everything as high as it would go. When I was streaming last time, in 1999, I got some really severe performance issues, so I lowered everything, and I actually haven't turned it up since. I will go ahead and do that now. Because typically my PC can handle it. It's just, yeah, let's go ludicrous. I didn't know we had a ludicrous size. I don't know why I said size. I'll leave this on. Anyway, yeah, I typically just use my, like, default, in-game settings for, recording. The gold I tend to use is E17 from the Tenno palette. Yeah, that one looks really good. Ember Heirloom is the best bronze. I actually really enjoyed, so I have, like, when Umber first came out, I tried to mimic the color palette of the, like, Dax that he was supposed to be, based on his cape and the painting. So I kind of like this bronze color. I guess it's more, like, brassy, you know? Let me put a regular helmet back on. I think I changed all the... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I do still like how this looks as well. I could use this to switch it up. There it is. Yeah, I think it looks nice. Maybe different animation set. I don't know why I'm using that one. Also, we do have Dax attachments now. But I don't fully like how they look on him. Yeah, I'll put them on. I don't know. I don't know. Will I stream TennoCon? I actually do intend to, yeah. TennoCon's coming up fairly soon, right? I'm glad I played Warframe before Destiny 2. I only played Destiny 2 because it was made by Bungie. Yeah. I think I played Warframe first. So I actually only played Destiny because it was given out on Steam for free at one point, and it was like if you claimed it, you got to keep it forever. And I got it from that. Also, I agree with your brown thing. I also use a very deep brown on my Orokin color palette too. The Gamma ones. I really like the Gamma color palette. I actually want to make the rest of this fit with it more. Like my Arbiters. Look. Major Drifter in this colors. We could, let's look at my Drifter actually. I don't, you guys can roast me. I don't remember. I've seen a couple people in my videos say they like my Drifter, because, so normally when I'm showing off like new attachments or something, I use a default Excalibur, but I'm too lazy to get rid of all my Drifter stuff, so it's just my Drifter. I quite like her. I have a female Drifter right now. I quite like what I got going on. I've got some other ones we'll go through. Arbiters related one. I don't know. I guess it's nice. Full just Dax. Yeah. Straight up NPC Dax. Dead Space Isaac for Drifter still goes hard. I guess I kind of... Is this kind of what you're talking about? Or actually, that's a Dead Space C helmet, right? I never played Dead Space. It's such a good game, and I've watched people play it, but Excalibur should have a perk for Soul and Lua Nikanas. True. No, yeah, Soul and... Okay, that actually bothers me a lot. The Soul and Lua twin Nikanas, first of all, are not the same Nikanas that Teshin uses. And they also clip through the scabbards. They're too long. Like, I don't know what they were doing, but they really fucked up Soul and Lua. And it really bothers me. Because it's still not fixed. I don't think it's ever going to get fixed. Still trying to look for a gold color in the Halloween palette. There's one in there, I think. There's probably one in there. Oh, here's just my drifter if you want to see her. Grenier. Atav! And then I was trying... this one I think is a little too much. Do we like this? You guys like the... I don't know. What do we think of this? This one I think is just like too much. I don't know if the colors... if the lighting... Maybe I should go with a white for the energy color? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I still generally prefer this. Florican. I could look at my operator as well, actually. My operator is very similar. I am seriously looking forward to... I was using this as a side thing, but they said at one point they were going to give us the Umbra scarf for the Drifter, because this is like my favorite headgear, so I'm hoping they still do that, but it's been like a year since they said they were going to do that. They still haven't. Very sad about that, to be honest. This kind of goes hard. Yeah, it's just the I need the scarf. Yeah, is the scarf on every one of my... Yep. Yeah, it's on every... Yeah, I like the scarf, if you can't tell. We haven't gotten it for Drifter yet, right? I assume. It's like, no. Yeah. That's so upsetting. Yeah, I intend on streaming TennoCon. You pregnant Daycon. It's a Jade. True. That's pretty good. You see my Jade? He's very over the top as well. Here we go. She has a lot of stuff on her. She looks similar to my Uriel, actually. I love Warframe customization. My Uriel, I tried to make angelic as well, you know? It looks decent. I'm gonna play Jade a little bit. I don't play her a whole lot anymore. I was trying some new stuff for her, but I haven't decided on which build I like more. If I like the pure heat one or if I like the gas one. I was trying different elemental stuff on her. Speaking of, okay, so what I mentioned earlier with Excalibur, right? What I wanted to do, and this makes me so sad that it didn't work, it's still... I've mentioned Zeem before. Zeem's my friend. She helps me with like builds and stuff sometimes. She and I play together a ton. We started at the same time. I had an idea. Right? So I wanted to do Archon Vitality and Chromatic Blade. Archon Vitality for the double heat procs, and I was gonna go full, like, hard into heat, right? Is it... What did I do? That should not be radiation, Oh, energy color. I forgot Excalibur still worked like that, that's right. Anyway, yes, I forgot about that. So I wanted to go hard into heat, and it works incredibly well. But the idea I had was I was going to use, because it doesn't infuse and combine elements, I was going to use Shock Trooper from Volt. which adds electricity to weaponry, but it does not work specifically with exalted weapons. And that ruined my day. That ruined my day. So sad. If you could add one new weapon to the game, what would it be? I have an immediate answer. Big fucking machine gun. Before the Trumna was out, that was still what I wanted, and we got the Trumna, and it makes me so happy, but I want like a belt-fed 1999 machine gun, like an M240 Bravo, like a general purpose machine gun. I want like a big, clumsy machine gun with a shitload of recoil, takes like forever to reload, feels like trash to use, but it hits like a truck and it just never runs out of ammo. That's what I want. Big, clunky machine gun. Super high caliber, high recoil, low fire rate, like that kind of thing. Anyway, I was super sad I couldn't use Shock Trooper, but Zeem did mention, and I didn't know this because I'm a goober, you can still do melee influence if abilities proc the electricity, so I could just run Shock Trooper and shock people and then swing, and I could still do that. Like an LMG, not an LMG, I want like a heavy machine gun, or like a general purpose machine gun. I want like a big machine gun. LMGs are typically in like a mid-sized cartridge, like a rifle cartridge, like 5.56 or 7.62 or something like that. I want like a 20 millimeter. Maybe that's that's a bit more like a no. I don't know, like a 10 millimeter machine gun, like an M240 Bravo. That's 7.62 by 51, but you get the idea. I want a big machine gun, big chunky gun, big uncomfortable gun to just shoot. Actually, here, I want to show you guys the heat thing, because it does work really well, but like an arc wing, but honestly, yeah, I wasn't even thinking an arc gun, but yes, yeah, I want a belt-fed, yeah, actually, yes, I want a 1999 arc gun machine gun. I do want that. I guess that is what I want, yeah. The Trumna is kind of what I want, but I want like a belt-fed one, and the casings and the brass flies out the edge, and the links that hold the rounds together fly out, like kind of like a recon effects, but like just big recon effects. Recon effects, yeah, right when I said it. You're right, yes, but the recon effects to me is more of like a light machine gun. I do really like the recon effects. I don't know what I want. I don't know. Maybe I just want like a bigger recon effects that shoots bigger bullets, I guess. Who said the arc gun thing? Because I think you're right. Yeah, Dalbrin. I think Dalbrin's right. I think I want a belt-fed. Give me an arc gun recon effects, basically, I guess is what I want. I like big gun. Big gun good. So, since I can't use melee influence with the heat stuff, or at least not effectively, I went with a really low crit melee duplicate setup, which I still haven't fully done. But look at how silly this is. It's incredibly effective, but it's just less effective than melee influence, because I can't AoE nuke everything. But look at how many heat procs go on. 24, 20, 28, 36. It's kind of funny, right? 4, 12, 16, 20. It's kind of funny. If I hit them with the sword, they get even more. What is it? 9 heat procs, 21, 40. That's pretty good, right? So if melee influence didn't exist, I think this would be probably what I did. It's fairly funny. Still pretty good, actually. I might use it from time to time. Like an M2 Browning. Yeah, actually. Yeah, an M2 Browning is 50 cal and it's belt-fed. Yeah, I would like a Warframe. I want Chroma holding a belt-fed M2 Browning. That's what I want. I want an actual spear and shield. Oh, that would be awesome, actually, yeah. Buff to the IPS mods? Oh, impact status? Yeah, impact could use a little love, actually. Hey, it's better than it used to be. Got a big buff when all the statuses got changed, because it used to be just a total nothing burger, and now it does something, but yeah, it's still not very good, is it? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, I'm sorry. We have the Shidu and the Bubonico, sentient arm cannon, true. Oh, Grenier arm cannon would go so hard. Like an actual legitimate cannon at that point. Just fires a massive shell that explodes. That would be so fun. Oh, someone asked me a while ago, like, what I would want as a warframe, and what I was saying about the machine gun kind of ties into that. What I wanted, I keep saying it, not like it would ever get added, but 1999 added Sight, and I thought he was an incredible addition, and he fits 1999. But I wish we got a heavy machine gunner, like a warframe with a big tower shield and, like, I don't know, like an M2 Browning strapped over his shoulder or something, with an exalted machine gun. I want an exalted machine gun warframe, or an exalted greatsword warframe. I've wanted that for a long time. Yeah, right now the impact status mods are useless most of the time. They're kinda, isn't Shattering Impact somewhat useful? It's fairly bad in the grand scheme of things, but it's good on its own, right? Shattering Impact is deceptive. If you're not aware, it, so this sounds fucking terrible, by the way. That sounds awful, because Grenier have, like, thousands of armor. But what it does is it reduces the armor of the Grenier's base armor. So in reality, it takes a ton of armor away from the Grenier. But is it better than Corrosive? Probably not. No. Probably not better than Heat either. But it's good in a vacuum. This is probably the best impact thing we have, right? Exalted Necromech. Honestly, yeah, someone said I basically just want a Necromech warframe, and they're correct. Yeah, I think that is what I want. Incarnate warframe. That would be interesting. Isn't there an arc gun Dojo Kuva weapon that mimics? 4 shots per second. Are you talking about the Grattler? Because I love the Grattler. Talking about this guy? That's one of my favorites right here. And then also the Mausolon. I love big machine gun. These are my two favorites right here. The Larkspur, surprisingly, is a close third for me, just because of how effective it is, even though it's not my style of weapon normally. For a warframe, give me a Gas Grenadier. That would kind of rule, like a Scaldra warframe, or even like a Grenier-styled one. Actually, no, I think Scaldra would be more fitting for like a gas user. I would love that. Or a 1999 Scaldra machine gunner, like I was saying, but make it Scaldra themed. I would love that. Oh, the Phaedra? Oh, I don't know if I've used the Phaedra. Yep, this one, Mausolon, is my main weapon. I love Mausolon. The Grattler's really good too if you haven't given it a shot. The Grattler is more in line with what I was talking about, with like a big slow machine gun, but it is explosive, so it's a little, I mean, it's really good, but it's not exactly, it's like an explosive, it's more of a flak cannon, you know? It's more of a cannon than a machine gun. It's really cool, though. Man, even some of the old Warframe designs for, like, Grenier weapons and things like that are still so good. Warframe, even the ancient stuff still holds up for the most part. Really impressive, to be honest, with how much the game's changed. I need to stop yapping and focus on the mission. Yeah, obviously, I still play Excalibur, so I like old things, but I don't know. I am actually so excited to... Oh, I asked earlier, but I don't know if anyone responded. Do you guys know when they're going to show off Sirius and Orion? Is that happening soon? Or is it still going to be a while? I seriously can't wait. They look very cool. Also, if it wasn't obvious, Jade Shadows is maybe my favorite quest. Maybe my favorite non-mainline quest. Does that make sense? I don't know. My favorite Warframe quest for sure, for unlocking a Warframe. But want a World War One gas Warframe? True. Or new Ice Frame! Yeah! We've only got Frost, and in Chroma can do ice stuff, but Chroma just barely counts. Who else is even vaguely ice? Yeah, I would love a new ice Warframe. Next dev stream. True. Grendel can eat a Hold on, like a cruise ship? Grendel can eat a cruise ship? What do you mean by carrier ship? Can he eat... What? This one was for the Protos and the next is for the Twins. Oh, hell yeah. How often do they do dev streams? Isn't it like once a week or... once every 2 weeks? Or is it once a month? How frequently? What other frames do Frost? Or Cold, sorry. Citrine can deal Cold, but yeah, she's not like a Frost Warframe. I mean, I guess everybody can deal Cold if they have exalted weapons or things like that. I'm trying to think. I thought there was one other... Gauss can vent his heat and his cold out, but that's not really like a Frost Warframe. Lavos, obviously, elemental guy, he can do cold, but yeah, not the same thing. Frost, still all we got, I guess. Yeah, you're totally right, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we only have Frost in terms of, like, Frost-themed, or cold-themed Warframes, huh? Did they even, retouch Frost when they released the Proto frame skin? Because they retouched, Trinity and Nyx and made them way better when 1999 came out. Did they retouch Saren or Frost when they got their skins? Folly can do cold, yeah. Actually discovered that Grendel can eat a cruise ship. How do you, let me think. How do you do that? Would you have to bug the game and fall out of your Arcwing? Or is there a way to, how do you do that? Chroma and Ureli. Ureli, I guess, can, yeah. And I guess by sheer technicality, like, Excalibur, Jade, anybody with an exalted weapon can do cold, but that really does not count, yeah. Only Frost, huh? I'm also, very quickly, guys, I'm talking like 30 seconds, I'm gonna BRB 1 sec. I need to use the little Cephalon's room. BRB. Hallo Leute, was ist los? What'd I miss? Her 1 and 4. Oh, thing you can do with Frost. Oh, true. Frost got a really good augment relatively recently, did he not? I actually was intending to give Frost another try, because can't you make him, like, good now? He's always had utility, but can't you make him, like, kill people pretty well? Can do cold by default. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess Temple can. Yeah, that's right. Can do cold by default. Yeah, no, I was with you. I was just brainstorming, because you're totally correct. Frost is the only actual cold frame we have, yeah. Also, yeah, I speak German. Fun fact. Random fun fact. But a Heracles-based frame. Ooh. That would be cool. I'm gonna do Descendia while we chat about Warframes. I have hope for the future of various Warframes coming out. Actually, if I'm being honest with you guys, I was a little bit doomer-pilled lately when, so... I feel like I should know the name of this man, but the original Warframe designer that designed, like, most of the frames in the game passed away a couple years ago, and Uriel was the final Warframe that he designed, and immediately after they released Folly, and I wasn't as big of a fan of Folly, so I was a little bit worried. Sirius and Orion are bringing my hopes up again, to be honest with you. I don't know what they do yet. Maybe I'll hate them, but they look pretty cool. Therefore can do... True. Trinity and Nyx, Saren and Frost didn't get any touch-ups. That's sad. Saren, I don't know if she really needs a touch-up. I would never say it's a bad idea to give her one, just cause, why not? But, Frost kinda, I think, could use some love, right? Am I crazy, by the way? Because I've seen people play Frost and do really well with him, so I know he can work. But how good is he? How good do you guys think Frost is? He's always been good. Like, even back in the day, he was the go-to, oh, we're doing a defense mission, we're doing excavation or whatever, you just bring Frost. But that was the only time you'd see Frost. And nowadays, you just see him less and less because we have more, like, CC frames.
After all you have learned,
Is he still good?
why?
What do you think?
Do you believe there is something
About your question. Oh, sorry, I was rereading the same thing. She was an okay idea. On Folly, yeah. I think Folly was a super cool idea. We had a whole chat about Folly when I don't want to just say the same things over and again. What are we? Oh. Yeah, I don't want to just repeat myself, but, yeah, I have mixed feelings about Folly. I think she's cool. She just wasn't my favorite, was all. He's really good if you build him right? Okay. Also, I'm a bit interested in Frost after the... I really don't want to say new, because it's probably like a year or two old, but when they changed, like, status effects, right? And they made them do new things. Cold went from something I would legitimately never, ever even consider using to something I would consider using. And I'd like to try it more, because I really like crit stuff. I don't know how good Cold actually is as a status effect, but still. I actually did put Cold on my Bratton, and it works very well. I would probably work just as well with, like, Heat, but I'll have to try it. I would like to try Cold more. Oh shit, that's right. I put Blast on my Exalted Blade for a boss fight that... Oh well. I normally use Gas on my Exalted Blade. Gas also went from one that I just did not care for to one of my favorites. Oh, same with Blast. Blast used to be absolutely trash, and now it's like very good. Very good status effect. A lot of status effects had stuff like that. Varuna's my main since I bought her. Hell yeah. I don't think bees exist in Warframe. That's actually funny you say bees specifically. Zeem and I had a conversation about this. There's a drifter message, I think with like Kaya or somebody, where they say something about bees. And Zeem was like, why the fuck does the drifter know what bees are? And I was like, you're right. Why? I guess they have bees. The drifter knows what bees are, canonically, and I don't know how. I don't know how the drifter knows what bees are. But the drifter knows what bees are, I don't know. I guess from 1999? I don't know. But specifically, bees have actually been brought up in Palm 2 messages. Specifically. And they were just called bees, too. They weren't even called, like rabbits are called rablets, and, you know, Kubro are barely dogs anymore, but they, you know, Warframe's had a lot of evolution take place. A lot of it synthetic. It was like Orokin caused a lot of it, but still, you get the point, right? Bees are just bees, and the drifter knows what they are, and I don't know why. Duviri has bees? Oh. Oh, with Marie. It was with Marie? I mean, bees quite necessary for terraforming. Yes. Yes. But Warframe has a lot of analogs to real world... I mean, sorry, Warframe is the real world. Ahem. Anyway. Yeah, Warframe has a lot of analogs to, like, real world animals and stuff, and a lot of them, like Kubro and Kavat, evolved either from an extinct species that the Orokin remade, or just naturally evolved from a species that already exists. The Orokin, like, had the power to just create new beings, so they could totally make a bee analog, was all I was saying, because you do need a pollinator, yeah. But, Terra kind of, like, died at one point, and most of the life on it, is Orokin made now. It was they terraformed Terra, basically. I think actually Ballas might have been in charge of that effort for Margulis as like a courtship thing, if I'm not mistaken, or at least he was involved in it in some way. So they used to refer to Earth as the Grey Mother, because all life was just gone from it for a while. Because it was the mother of humanity, but we just destroyed it. Owls exist? True. There are keystone along wolves and snakes? True, yeah. But I was just saying, like, the Orokin did, like, make fake versions of... Or not fake, I mean, they were real animals, but the Orokin remade a lot of the species that went extinct on Earth. And honestly, like, I would expect in the Warframe timeline, unless something's been retconned with how Earth lost all of its life and mostly died, I would expect bees to have been extinct at one point. So unless they engineered them back or made a bee analog, I wouldn't think there would be bees in the origin system. There would be a bee-like creature, for sure, because you need pollinators and things like that. Also, hi. How you doing, Adrius Star? Adrius Star, sorry. If your mother is gray, she may need a clinic visit. True? Earth definitely needed a clinic visit. I think they also had to adapt and evolve due to infestations. That could have been the case, actually. I don't remember... I don't think the infestation... No, there is infestation on Earth, but I think the infestation got there after Earth was reseeded. Unless I'm wrong? Like, I'm pretty sure Earth was, you know, vibrant and fine, and then the Orokin moved out into space and cared a lot less about Earth, and it just, you know, got mined and harvested into oblivion, and most of the life died. Then the Orokin reseeded it, and then now the Grineer are threatening the reseeded Earth, is I think the way the timeline goes. I believe. Perhaps. Also, I, like, glossed over, one of you said there are bees in Duviri. That's really interesting. So I guess either bees didn't go extinct, or the Orokin remade bees as they were, like, or at least extremely similar to bees, because the Drifter and subsequently the Operator would have to know what bees are for bees to exist in Duviri. Also, highly likely is that all of us, collectively, are way overthinking this, but I like doing that. I think it's fun to talk about. So, let me schizo ramble about bees, okay? Rhinos and gorillas exist in the zoo in 1999. Yeah, I would expect bees to exist in 1999 for sure. I think. I mean, 1999 is an alternate timeline, but yeah, they seem to have the same, like, animals, at least. Seems like evolution went similarly. So they probably have bees. I was just making fun of, I didn't know why the Drifter knew what bees were, but someone said there were bees in Duviri, so I guess... I guess the origin system's got bees, guys. I think that's the conclusion I've come to here. I guess the Orokin system's got bees. Either they didn't go extinct, or they got remade by the Orokin exactly as they were, or extremely similar, enough to be called bees. Which is interesting. I mean, you need bees. I like how that started because of the bees, true. I think you said something about bees, right? From what we know, is most of the radiation wars and the infestation consuming most animals. Oh, okay, I didn't know infestation got to Earth, prior to it dying. Sick X-Gal, hell yeah. What do I say? Thanks, babe.
I fear we have strayed into Ruth's adolescence.
Thanks, homie.
Hold the lens of another's mind to your own, and what comes out the other end is a sea.
Hey, you missed a schizo rambling. Someone brought up bees in passing, and I went down like a 40-minute no, it was probably only like 15 minutes of me talking about whether bees exist or not in Warframe. And the conclusion is I think bees exist. So you missed the bee schizo posting. That's all you missed.
It will burn you if you let it.
Bzz, bzz. Little fact about me too, I despise bugs and stuff. I'm a little scaredy cat. I do not enjoy, like, bugs, but I love bees. Bees are funny little guys. I like bees. Yeah, his conversation was buzzing. Infestation got gorillas in 99. Oh, right, yeah, Legocytes are a gorilla, like a baboon fusion. Oh, yeah, that's right. I actually didn't piece that together. Yeah, good call.
Here, I might gather you into my mind, if only for a little.
I knew they were like gorilla inspired and how they move and everything. It's just I didn't piece it together. That's super cool. I guess I'll be Wisp.
I have faith in you, my
Oh,
lord.
speaking of gorillas too, Corvex's animations are inspired by the way gorillas move and posture. How they like threaten each other and act big. Corvex does it just like a gorilla. A lot of myths also exist based on all the warframes and offhanded remarks in 99. True. Whoa. Did not expect my cave to disappear.
I do not miss it.
You know, I would like to see, because caves, as Duviri has them, again, Duviri is like based off of the operator and the drifters' memories and everything. I would like to see a living Kaith. Do we know if they have wings, like the real ones? I assume it's a real animal. And that these are like the Duveria recreations of them. They probably don't have wings, right? That's probably like a Duveria invention. I don't know if it would be cooler if they did or didn't have wings. Oh. Did I miss a gate? Oh! Ah. We might know that. I just, so I'm super into the Warframe lore and lore in general, like I mentioned, but I actually just not really kept up with it since, like, Duveria in 1999. Not like I don't like it, I actually don't know a hell of a lot about it. Like, I don't know everything. I would assume the wings are like a unicorn thing, maybe? Never knew that Neskah was married with a bee. True. I love bees. My wife is a bee, actually. Sorry, guys. It's I'm taken. I got bee wife. My beloved. Yeah, the Legocytes are gorillas. Basically sums up the fact that Tekrot's gone bananas, bruh. Serial designation, throw in zingers. I do like the Kaith clunkiness, but I gotta agree with that guy. No, because of Dagoth, they probably have wings, because Duveria is based on a storybook. Yeah, I see. Well, in Tau, we saw real Kaiths. Oh! But wings, not so sure. Wait, I actually... Oh, I don't remember seeing Kaiths! Did we see them, like, modeled in-game? I don't remember seeing them. Oh. I didn't look close enough. I think this is the wrong build on my Nikana. I'm getting some slight frame rate reduction. Hopefully that's not too bad. Blast Excalibur still works. I prefer gas, I had blast on him for something I was running yesterday. True. We have a Kavat frame, why not a Kubro frame? We don't have a Kubro frame, do we? Varuna is... I mean, no. She's different, obviously. I guess Varuna's as close as we got. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we don't have a Kubro frame. That would be cool. Why do I keep doing this? One sec, then I'll look at chat again. The ballast scene. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they were escorting ball ass. How the hell did I forget that? Yeah. Were they had armor on or something, right? They had armor on? Because I don't remember seeing, like, they didn't have fur or anything. Or are they like an infested life form now? I don't remember what they looked like. Oh yeah, this Nikana is not very good. Oof. I'm gonna have to revisit this thing. This is not... Wow. Hey, speaking of Nikanas, like 2 years ago, randomly, Decisive Judgment, it used to be my favorite stance for Nikanas, but randomly it broke, and the main combo does not turn to face your camera anymore, so I miss sometimes. There are two swings that are very important to hitting things with that stance mod that no longer aim properly, and it's been broken for a long time. So I don't use it anymore, and it bothers me more than it should. It's only 2 swings, but still. I'm probably not doing that much damage yet. Oh. Never mind. I'm doing the most damage. You know, at this point, so I was just thinking, part of the reason I don't like blast as much as gas on melee weapons is because there's no prime, old or heat, mod. There's only the prime toxin one, so gas does, like, inherently... Oh my god, this thing's tanky. Like, hit harder, even before you take into account the status differences, and I generally prefer gas. Anyways, yeah, I wish we just got all of the status damage type ones, like prime mods. Just give us more variety. Hildren is a paladin. Do we have a paladin frame? Hildren kinda is, yeah. It might be kind of a stretch, because obviously he's more like, he uses spears and stuff, but Styanax is kind of a paladin. Oberon is what people normally say paladin, typically. Companion frame would be interesting. True. Hey, I mean, Nidus does that with his larva, and we're getting a Nidus buff. The larva might come, or become more, like, mobile. This is a lot of loot. But yeah, Nidus has a bunch of summons on his 4. It's basically just a damage over time effect, but they're there, you know?
Was it this charmingly fantastical? No. Does this capture the level of egregious...
Oh, also, I should have asked this earlier. Is the volume level okay for the stream? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Is the game volume... You guys hear it? I think it's good, but is everything cool? Still angry we didn't get a prime scout skin. What is scout again? Naked white fleshy metal, almost helminth horses, but structure... Oh! The actual caves look Duviri-ish. They're like skeletal. They were robot-like. I didn't piece together that's what you're talking about, sorry. Because I looked away from chat for a minute. Yeah, I think that's why it didn't stick out to me, because they looked like they could fit in with Duviri. I was expecting, like, horses, you know? I guess Cades are, like, a robot horse, or infested horse, or something. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They would be faster and stronger, so you'd probably want that. At least an Orican would probably want that. I wonder if there are any natural predecessors to the Cades, like horses that exist anywhere. If, like, some collector has them. Like Drusus has a horse, you know? I wonder if any exist anymore, if they're like... Oh. He hit me with the Garuda Blood Altar. That is interesting, though. I somehow forgot Cades were in Old Peace, even though they're, like, front and center. Yeah. Scout is the Grenier potato chips? Oh! Interesting. Can you hear the game audio? Okay, that's good. Not good. Okay, good. Game is a little low, but overall okay. Yeah. That's also because I like keeping it a little low. I can turn it up or down if it bothers anyone, but I like keeping the game a little bit low. It's hard to yap when the transmissions are coming through like full volume. Yeah, I don't remember the name of a lot of the ships. There's the Lisette. I forgot that one was called the Stout. I don't know the name of the Stalkers one. Don't know the name of the... Is there even a Corpus one? The other Tenno? one?
Rest.
I don't know.
Fear not. Lua shields us.
200% damage. Should I do this to be funny? Wait, what is... I'm taking that, that's funny.
Onward.
I want to see that with the Trumna. It's gonna be terrible.
We descend.
Yeah. You prefer slightly lower as well? Yeah, I feel that. I might experiment with, like, Frost, maybe tomorrow?
The luminaries.
I want to try Frost more. Frost can, like, nuke, can't he? There's, like, some weird way to nuke with him. Zim brought it to my attention, there's a weird way to AoE nuke with Limbo now. One of his augments and something to do with, like, a weapon or something? I forget exactly. I hope the fall update isn't armor related. True. That would be cool. Do we actually, I am the worst content creator. I literally said in the video when Jade Shadows Constellations releases, but when was it? Did I say June? June, right? Is that... I literally said it, and I don't remember when the post said it was, coming out. That's incredible. I have, like, an amazing memory for things that just generally do not matter, and then when it's like, I have a doctor's appointment this day, I just forget. I just forget dates. Wow. I have a debugging appointment, actually. Had to defrag my, my glass drives. Use Frost Augment for his 4 to strip, I assume? I don't remember what his augments do. I will glance at them. I know one of them gives him Overguard, and I thought that looked like it was good, but that might be a gimmick. Yeah, I thought there was something he could do to just, like, destroy everybody. Surprisingly, Excalibur's still pretty strong, generally. Oh yeah, I wanted to see 400% mag size Trumna. 1200, oh, it's just my whole capacity. Okay. Great. Awesome. Strip armor and a second one to boost his... Oh, to boost his crit. Oh, he has a crit-related one? Oh. I wonder what call would be as a Warframe. Still doubt. Would be Rhino. Probably true. Probably would be Rhino, huh? If you're talking about pre-existing ones. I would say he's pretty Rhino-coded, yeah. Although he loves his brothers, he might be kind of chroma-pilled with Guardian armor. He does love protecting his brothers. Isn't there a Rhino augment that lets you... no, actually that would be too strong. I don't know, I was gonna say something dumb. I mean, Roar would work on his brothers, so yeah, nah, that works. That works. He is Rhino for sure. Speaking of, apparently I'm Rhino. When anyone brings up Omni voice, they say I sound like Rhino. Whatever voice he does for the Rhino character. Maybe just when I'm yelling, though. I don't know if... I forget what he... I need to look at Omni voice again. I forget what I'm even referring to. What the voice sounds like. Roar make brother strong. True. Overguard is the 4 augment. I see, I see. Oh, he does take it. Yeah, that's right. In the new war, he picks up a Corinth Prime off of a dead Rhino Prime, I think. Or is it a regular Rhino? I think it is a Corinth Prime off of a regular Rhino. For some reason. Forgot about that. I really want a Kuva Warframe, kind of like Nyx. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Speaking of, Nyx went... With 1999 and her changes to fit with Eleanor, oh wait, these guys. Oh. Nyx went from a Warframe that I legitimately would never use unless I was, like, carrying a newbie and I just wanted to do something different, or not obtrusive. Like, Nyx went from a Warframe that I considered not usable to one of my favorites. She's also kind of a weapons platform. I don't want to say like Chroma, but she's a weapon platform now, and she has CC. She's actually very good, if you guys haven't given her a try. Is she, like, super incredible, crazy, uber, like, wild? No, but she's good. And I like her quite a lot. I also really like that they made Eleanor Arthur's sister, because Nyx is Excalibur, like, pre-development. I said this in another stream, and people have, this is commonly known, you guys I might be preaching to the choir, but, they were gonna have male and female versions of every single Warframe that were options that you could swap between, similar to, like, what we can do with our operators, but I guess it was too much work, and it might have broken some of the designs, so they decided to scrap it, and Nyx was the female Excalibur, and that was the only one that they got finished, and they just used the model, and they put it in as a different Warframe. Now, the helmet might be proprietary. She might have literally had an Excalibur helmet, and they made a new one for her to make her not literally Excalibur. But yeah, if you look at her line work and her body, it's Excalibur, the same thing. I thought Nyx was a radiation frame. Yeah, she is. But she's a, they changed her. The more people you mind control, you get, like, crit chance. And, so she's just, like, a CC crit monster. She stuns everybody, and you just red crit absolutely all the time. She can also steal defenses from enemies, so you can make her, like, extremely tanky, even though normally she's quite squishy. It's very cool. Hunhao looks so big in the new trailer. Hunhao is a big boy. Hunhao is massive. Like, even not in the trailer. The trailer fit with how big he is. He's very big.
Perhaps this is a memory of the devils from when he was a little boy smashing...
There are 3 types of Kuva in Warframe lore-wise. Red Kuva, Blue Kuva, Temple Kuva. Yeah, I know Kuva can do a lot of different things. It can create Oro. It can, like... that's the big one I know of. But, what else can it do? I don't know. I know it does a lot of different... It's very, very important substance, lore-wise. I think it's interesting Rivens take Kuva. As if they're, like, alive, or maybe they're part of Samodius or something. Samodius? Samodius? I say Samodius, I don't know. I don't think his name ever comes up in games, so it doesn't matter, but... True. True, they don't call him the Destroyer of Worlds for nothing. Hunhao has such a good voice, too. What a perfect voice casting. I still remember how confused I was if it was like a metaphor or something the first time he referred to his womb, because sentients are asexual and they all have wombs. Ah! It's a lot of Neskah mechs. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not working. I guess I should just jump and stay invisible. In the Era cutscene, you can see Railjacks look smaller in front of Hun Hao. Yeah, probably. He probably is about 3. Still find it odd how Temple Kula stops. Oh, yeah. Well, it has some kind of reality control because it's somehow linked to the Void. Because it can make Oro. It can make you immortal. It can at least make false Oro. I don't know if it makes, like... I don't think it makes full Oro, but... I don't know. It's got some kind of effect on reality. Oh, I just had, like, a crazy thought. This would be funny if this was confirmed and I just never put it together, but... Do you think Kuva is the blood of the man in the wall? The giant void entity that Albrecht took the finger from? Do you think it's the blood of that creature? Because it clearly has some void reality distortion timeline effect. I always wondered why it looked like blood, so it could be something like that? Oof. Kuva can also revive you, as you need Kuva to revive Umbra. Yes. Hun Hao is aura farming by doing nothing. Also, Umbrella just said yes. Is that... That's not, like, confirmed lore, right? I'm gonna be embarrassed if I just didn't know that and somehow only pieced it together now. Ooh. Why are these fucking things so tough? Oh, only weak... I didn't even notice. I don't read modifiers anymore, because typically everything in Warframe just dies instantly. Whoops. Yeah, I gotta actually hit the part that matters. If Exalted Blade even works. Oh, it looks like it does. Okay, I'm just dumb. Yeah, there we go. That took a while. It is implied lore? Oh, okay. I see. But those before did not ask. They were butchers. True. It's blood from his fingers. Oh. It's the blood of something. Yeah, I never put that together. I guess it probably is implied lore, like you said. I don't think they explicitly say that anywhere, but yeah, I somehow never had that thought, even though that obviously makes a lot of sense.
Reasons why you should have stopped this by now, and one very good reason why I should have stopped going along with it.
Speaking of Wally and Albrecht and everything, Albrecht has... I know I just glazed Hun Hao's voice, but Albrecht has such... I've never heard anybody with a voice like Albrecht's. He has such a unique voice. Very fitting for the character. He's very, like, weird and alien almost. I don't know. I've never heard a human being speak and sound anything like Albrecht. Personally. I also was not expecting him to sound like that after seeing him in his, like, 1999 fucking Watch Dogs cosplay. To me, he always looked like he was wearing the outfit, what's his name? Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs?
Aim a little higher.
Red Kuva from the body, blue Kuva from the heart, temple Kuva from the brain. Maybe. Yeah. I don't like Albrecht's design for the most part, but his voice actor is amazing. I kind of agree. Oh. No, I actually forgot his voice was taken. What I find interesting, actually, that does make sense why he sounds... I don't know. I'm supposed to be like audio guy. I might be stupid, but to me, Albrecht's voice always sounded like... Well, natural's the wrong word, but it sounds like there's not any synthetic layering on top of it. The way the voice actor speaks is so strange, though. It's perfect for like a... I don't know, yeah. It's so perfect for the character. Not even just the way he speaks, like his cadence and stuff, just the way his voice sounds. I've never heard, like, he has a very, very unique voice, whoever the voice actor is. Hey, have a good night, Hunter. Yeah, Aiden Pierce, aka the Fox, true. So his voice could reflect that. True. I haven't looked into this, but I somewhat suspect, just based on the way the voice actor sounds, I somewhat suspect the throat singing or like the low stuff is that voice actor. The man in the wall chanting sounds like the guy who voices Albrecht. They could just be similar, but I would suspect it's the same voice actor. I don't know that for sure, but they're less synthetic than most people think. You can check. Yeah, no, I didn't think he had like synthetic layering on. He's played by Stefan Rudnicki. What else has he been in? I have never heard that man's voice in my life, and in to go with what you were saying about his design, I don't dislike his design, but it's not my favorite. I like the Egyptian elements layered on top of the, like, 1999 stuff. I think it's a cool idea, but he's not my favorite design visually. I was not expecting that voice to come out of that guy when I saw him at first. He sounded way different than I expected. I don't know what I expected, but it was not that. In a good way, I would say. I like his voice acting a lot. He's a very interesting voice. I think the man in the wall might be voiced by... I don't know. Oh, really? And Warframe lore-wise, Limbo technically knows... He might. Doesn't Limbo have his own rift between the Void and real space? I don't remember Limbo lore. I know it's kind of complicated. Oh, he has an incredible... Yeah, I could see that. He voiced books. Okay. I don't know who was the original Hey Kiddo voice actor. I mean, a synthesizer as in the universe. Oh, yeah. I was sorry. I was saying, like, his... Yeah, I know you were saying he has a synthesizer in universe. I don't think the voice actor has any layering on top of it. If he does, it's very subtle. He could, because his voice does sound strange in a good way. But I think it's just how that guy sounds. I know, yeah, in universe he has a synthesizer. He's a narrative artist of audiobooks. That checks out. Oh. Wait, I didn't piece that together, Dahlbrin. Also, that would make sense for Limbo, but wait, I didn't piece... Does he have a similar outfit to Lloyd? Oops. I'm clicking everything wrong. I actually never pieced that together. I'm gonna go visit Lloyd. That does look similar. Huh. Wow. Yeah, no, I never made that connection. Neskah, this Archon hunt is heaven for me. I mean, Cal and Glaxon. Oh, hell yeah. I forgot Archon hunts had multipliers. Oh, yeah, my beat, that's pretty... No, yeah, I was vague about how I said it.
Our work goes on.
Oh, wow, he does have a very similar... Like, obviously, it's a little bit different. Oh, I have pouches on my... Ignore those from the throwing stars on my hips, but yeah, wow. Dude, you're so right. I'd never pieced that together. Huh. Wow. Yeah, no. He could be an Archimedean. Is Lloyd an Archimedean? Is Lloyd considered an Archimedean? He would be, yeah. He's about as Archimedean as it gets, right?
Word to the wise, Tenno. Do not ask about the
Let me know if I hope you're having a lovely day. Take that one.
Yoink.
Oh, no, that one. Or...
It has the move window and everything. It does, yeah. I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't like the move window. I don't know what's going on there.
Setbacks. But we are going
I don't really like... It's an interesting design, but... The... Dumb question, because Lotus has boob window. Lotus doesn't have an Archimedean... Oh, wait, no, she does. Oh, yeah. Because Margulis was an Archimedean, yeah? She has like hers is a little different, but she has like an Archimedean outfit on, doesn't she? Hers is a fair bit different. Interesting. Oh, hey, Project. How you doing? Neskah, if you could create your own warframe. Oh, I keep saying it, but genuinely, I would make like a big gunner. I would make either, okay, one of two things. I would make a big, bulky knight tank with an exalted greatsword that taunts enemies and like protects people, or I would make an exalted machine gunner with a big shield, very slow, exalted machine gun that he can set up like a turret and operate. That's what I would do. Big machine gun warframe or like knight tank warframe. Archimedean Yonta. Oh, I don't remember. Or Yonta? Yonta? I don't remember what her outfit looks like. Let me have a look here. Yeah, I never pieced that together. That Limbo definitely is wearing some variation of an Archimedean outfit. It's super cool, actually. There's so much little stuff like that in the design that Warframe clearly cares about. It's so cool. Yeah, hers is quite different too, but... I mean, yeah, they wouldn't all wear literally the same outfit, but... Yeah, hers is quite different, but you can see the same stylings in it. I also just realized the operator headgear, the Archimedean one, is exactly what she has. Did I actually get that? Oh. Okay. I don't remember if I got that. Warframing across the universe on the shiny railjack. Ooh. Here's my shiny railjack up there. Just hanging out. Got the void storms around it still. Did I get that headpiece? I believe I did. Yes. Yes, I did. Actually, that reminds me. I need to probably check if there's other stuff from the event I need to get. I also... I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't want to end stream. I would sit here and hang out with you guys all night. For you, my child, the horrors. For you, the drifter infinite bitches. True. Operator? Why are you bitchless? I was gonna say, I don't want to end the stream, but I do have to do some stuff. What time is it? Hang on. How long have I been streaming? About 2.5. I think I may wrap the stream up here soon. I don't want to, but I have to finish some stuff before I go to bed. Before I enter sleep mode, operator, of course. That's what I meant. I was going to check real quick. That is so funny. Yeah, the Drifter and the Operator have had such different experiences. I like how the child is just, I mean, the Drifter didn't have a great time until 1999. But they're doing better than the Operator, at least, I would imagine. I don't know if the Operator really has it in them to feel upset anymore. Streaming for at least 10 minutes. True. That is true. I was terribly late. Yeah, I feel bad, because, like, you and Project just showed up, too. It was like... Yeah, I want to check what stuff I need to... I need to get the... Okay, I'll grab that. This may be the one that glassed me. Oh. Real. Yeah, I have a couple things I still need to grind, I guess. When does Operation Atramentum end? Do we know? I would imagine we do know. Also, I meant to say earlier, but I always get sidetracked. The Jade skin, the Immortal skin, may be added with Belly of the Beast, since that's coming back. Maybe that'll happen. So I kind of want that. I want that skin. Grab that. I haven't seen someone do a damage blessing in a really long time. Operator at least has a pseudo parent. True. That is true. My Drifter lore. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. I always like to imagine, it's silly, but you know, I've with the content I've made and stuff, it's not surprising. I like to imagine my Operator, you know, didn't go into the second dream and was one of the few that stayed out of it. Operator. What Dalbrun said? True. Oh, I thought you were saying I was streaming for 3 days. My okay. It ends in 3 days. Okay. I see. I'll need to grind more. I might just do that off stream, because oh man. Dagoth moment. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it here. I genuinely would like to continue streaming, but I do have to finish some stuff. The Operator's been nothing but trauma. The Drifter's been stuck in a loop. True. Drifter has not had a good time, but they at least are getting along well in 1999. Operator is just a killing machine. Like, lore-wise, it seems like the Operator just has nothing going on. I know our Operator is more human than it's implied to be, but yeah, Operator's been through some shit. Poor Operator, honestly. Certain Kim dialogue specifically with Arthur. Boy just took all their emotions. Yeah. I mean, it would be hard to not just lose yourself in Duviri, especially. Especially when it's like your own hell you created. It's terrible. At least I got this sick dog out of it, right? How about that? Duviri might have sucked, but check out my cool dog. It was all worth it. It was definitely all worth it, right? What's the one meme, like, shirts that say, like, I got heart surgery and all I got was this dumb shirt or something? I got stuck in Duviri for an infinite period of time and all I got was this dumb dog. Get that printed on, like, a hat with a, propeller on the top? Yeah, propeller hat. Honestly, it's so funny that, like, chat stays where it is. Flesha, or Scarlet sent this, it's Jade. So I've just been seeing pregnant Dagoth every time I load anywhere. It's the first thing that comes up in chat. That's so funny with no context. Real. The OC Lorgos are true. Maybe Sirius vs. Orion will be Operator versus Drifter. Could be. Could be. I somewhat suspect it's going to be an Eternalism thing, and it's the Operator bonding with whatever, whatever child name you chose. For me, it'd be Sirius, and then you have to, like, fight the other one. And it's like a Cain and Abel situation. And then, I don't know. Then I guess they become buddies in the end? Probably. You're probably not going to kill the other one, I would assume. I guess maybe you do, I don't know. Rhodes' questions to Drifter IMO really show us just how scared and horrified the Orokin were of the Tenno kids. Yeah. I mean, the Orokin were functionally immortal, and then they fucked up and made the sentience, so they had to weaponize the children that not only... Okay, so the children couldn't control their powers very well, but the children could, theoretically, because they had Oros stronger than the Orokin, if they destroyed the body of an Orokin, the child could eat the Oro. That's how the Immortals with Oro kill each other, or at least it's how it used to be. I don't know if that's still lore, or if that's redacted, but it used to be, you know, you could kill an Orokin as many times as you want, but if a Tenno kills an Orokin, it is final. Same thing goes the other way around. But killing a Tenno is not as easy as killing an Orokin physically. And then the Orokin had to weaponize these children. It was all a ploy by Ballas, all, you know, this, that, and the other, to fight the sentients, but in doing so, they made the only things in the universe that weren't Orokin that could kill Orokin truly, finally, without some insane science, just naturally they could do that. They gave them insane, insurmountable weaponry, so of course the Orokin were afraid. Because not only could the Tenno physically kill them very easily, that's not what they were scared of, it was the whole soul thing. So having both of those in one package is, like, not cool if you're an immortal being. That's very scary. Very frightening. So it makes absolute perfect sense. The Oro story beat, it might be. I like to think it's not. It's not fully retconned. You still, in PvP, which of course is our primary source of lore, the PvP mode, of course Conclave is our primary source of lore. In Conclave you do drop false Oro, and it's like training. Tashin is training you to kill immortals, so it's like you kill the other Tenno and you pick up their Oro, and it's like a fake Oro. I hope the Oro thing isn't retconned, because I always found that to be a really interesting story beat, but it hasn't come up a lot. I could see it not being retconned, though, because if it's not retconned, it doesn't break anything, like, story-wise. It's just a background thing. It's always been a background thing, but it doesn't break anything in terms of the story, even if it's still the case. I said it like a couple streams ago, but it might be retconned that the sentients supposedly had a synthetic Oro, and that might be retconned. So the sentients not only adapted to physical damage, but they had an Oro that could regenerate them, but their Oro was not strong enough to eat other people's Oro. Anyway, I think that, if anything, is retcon, the sentients having Oro may be retconned. That's actually what they drop, or at least it's what they were supposed to, like, you know when you kill a sentient, like a battlist or something, and they drop the little thing on the ground that glows, and you pick it up and it fully regenerates your health, your shields, and your energy? Or at least your energy, I think, it replenishes. That's supposed to be their Oro. You're, like, eating the Oro. The Oro is what's held in the center of the, again, this might all be retconned. I'm just saying what I know. I don't know if it's still true. We'll look at Caliban. The Oro is what's held in the split between the sentients. It's the little pellet that glows in there. It's part of why they have a split. Which brings up another thing. We had an interesting discussion, and I don't remember what we decided, but Caliban's interesting because if that isn't retconned, Caliban appears to have a sentient false Oro, in addition to being operated by the operator who has, like, a natural Oro. So I don't know exactly what that means, but it is interesting. Anyway, yeah, that might be retconned, I don't know. But the horrors. I love Excalibur's weird little rabbit football thing's true, me too. Oh, I agree, the Oro tidbits in the early years was pretty cool. Yeah. Side story about the Unum. Yes, it would, actually. The Unum, yeah, the Unum holds a lot of stuff. Cephalon theme warframe. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Welcome. I was actually, I'm wrapping stream up. I have to do some stuffs. But I'm gonna try and start streaming more. I might do it like every other day, honestly. Hey, on the topic of the Excalibur foot paws, I was gonna say before I go, since Nyx is female Excalibur, I assume she's got the foot paws as well. She's got them there too. I guess hers aren't as pronounced. Does Eleanor have shoes like her brother? Oh, she does. That's cool. Yeah, because Arthur's got little, like, shoe covers. That's neat. Adis also has an aura orb? I don't remember that. Oh. Oh, hey, when I said it doesn't break anything, I guess it might break Adis. Wait, no! Adis might have given his Oro to you. That might be how he might have given up and given you that extra power. Oh shit, so I guess it doesn't break anything. I don't know if it's retcon. Hold on. Warframe Adis. I know the Sentients are still going to have that orb thing, but I don't know if that's supposed to be their Oro anymore. Yeah, he does have it. Also, this is a weird thing that I saw somebody say. I know I'm trying to wrap the stream up, but all this stuff is so interesting to me. I wonder, does Oro die within the body? Or do you and your other Cephalons? I assume, so Cephalons I don't think would have an Oro, because they're typically made from normal people, and Oro is not a thing that normal people naturally have. It's why the Orokin are called Orokin. It's a special thing where the soul exists within the void. There's a physical body and then a void imprint of the person's soul. So the thing with an Oro is when you kill that person, the body dies, but they still exist in the soul, or in the void. So they can come back either physically like the Tenno do with their perfect Oro, or imperfectly as the Orokin did by taking over Yuvon, so their soul goes into a new body. So you can't kill somebody with an Oro unless you wipe out both the physical body and the Oro imprint in the void. So you have to do both. If you kill just one, they're not dead yet. So you have to do both, which is why the Tenno are very scary to the Orokin, because they can do both. He loses that orb glow after he reses us. Oh, he does. Could be the Xenoflora source of organic Oro. I don't think so, because it's already implied that the operators, the Tenno, had a natural Oro. Although that could be another source of it. It could be. I thought the Sentients, the Orokin designed them with a false Oro, so they would have that void weakness, and they couldn't kill the Orokin, right? They had a false Oro, they couldn't consume other true, like, Oro. So they, even if a sentient killed an Orokin, they wouldn't be able to eat their soul. That's why the Tenno in specific were really scary to the Orokin, because the Orokin didn't give them that limitation. The Orokin didn't make the Tenno on purpose, the operators that came from the Zariman. They just so happened to basically develop an Oro like the Orokin had, maybe even a stronger one. Xeno Oro? True. But it could be that that's another source of it. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I saw a really interesting theory, and I forget who said this. This isn't my original thought, but somebody said this, and I'll need to find, maybe I can credit them in the Discord later. I don't know if it was somebody in chat or No, it was a long time ago. I saw somebody say something. God, I ramble a lot. Okay, so the operator and the drifter can both revive their warframes, right? It's implied, lore-wise, that that's not normal, that our player character is special in that way. If an operator... Also, it's just for gameplay, but it's implied lore-wise that the operator and the drifter are special in that way. If your warframe dies, it should just die. And the Tenno's still fine. They're not the warframe, right? They're separate, but the warframe would die. It can't just get back up after it's, like, lost its life force. If you did, like, surgery and gave it Kuva and stuff, you could probably... Right, you could probably get it to operate again, because you can make new warframes and stuff. But, it can't just get back up. And I saw a really interesting thing, that maybe the operator can do that because of Adis's Oro. And Adis basically revived them and gave the operator the ability to do that to themselves and subsequently their warframes. And the drifter can do that because of the Duviri time loop interference. They can rewind time in the same way that they come back from death in Duviri. So they each have a separate mechanism for doing that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I find that to be a really interesting theory, and I like that one. So I choose to believe that that might be why. Last Gasp is a way to steal Oro? Maybe. Maybe. Or at least Life Force to revive the Warframe? Because again, like, the operator doesn't die if a Warframe dies, I don't think, usually. Was there not a suggestion years ago that the Quills develop a weak Oro through their... Yeah, I could see that. I think there was a suggestion like that, actually. Also, damn it, I wish we started talking about lore earlier. Okay. Let's... Oh, I need a lore channel on the Discord. Okay, so I do have a Discord. I'm gonna make a lore channel. I seriously... I feel like this sounds like I'm lying. I would like to sit here and stream all night, but I do have to hop off. I could talk about lore for the next 8 hours. I wish we started talking about this earlier. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up. I'll make a lore channel in the Discord at least. I'll post a link in here to the Discord just in case some of you aren't in it. If you want to join, you don't have to if you don't want to. But let me grab it real quick. I like to post it in here after the stream. I need to set up a bot to say stuff like that during the stream. I'll get that done soon. Yeah, I would love to just sit here and talk about lore stuff all night. I love Warframe lore. I like how complicated a lot of the implications of the Warframe lore is. That's why I like it so much. Anyway, yeah, I need to go back to my operator. The bees lore. Yeah, you heard me ramble for like 15 minutes about bees, man. I can get stuck on lore for a long time. That's why I've considered making... I might try and make some lore videos. I don't want to just regurgitate the same points that people have said, but I do have some ideas that I think are kind of unique that make sense. So I might make some lore videos. Whether people are interested or not, I'm interested in it. Anyway, though, yeah, I'm gonna wrap. Thanks a lot, genuinely, for you guys being here. Thanks for hanging out. Might want to put a link in the description or comments. True, that's a good way to do it. Actually, I think I will do that as well. Just make me easy. Dalbrin was... Oh, you were Scarlet. Okay, sorry. Yeah, a lot of the time people have different names in Warframe. And I just try to say whatever name pops up on screen. I'll start keeping track. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. Thanks for being here, guys. I will try to stream either tomorrow or the day after. I'll try and stream again soon. I like streaming. Because genuinely, I've already developed a little community. You guys like to talk. You guys talk to me. I like that a lot. I tried to stream a long time ago on like Twitch and stuff, and the people that came in never said anything, and then they'd leave eventually because it was just me talking to myself. I like just yapping with people, so... This is a fucking blast. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. All right, I'll see you tomorrow or the next day.